I like how these videos start out and we're just looking at each other. It's my time to reflect on the hell that I got myself involved in. But you're beautiful. At least I got that.
You know, one of these days, I'm gonna literally throw you through a wall.
You won't.
I will Kyle you through a wall.
Kyle, you mean Chad me?
Or Chad.
You can't even get it right.
They both punch drywall.
What kind of energy drink would you be drinking?
Every single one of them.
Monster was the right answer. You don't know anything.
I'm gonna be Chad Kyle. That's like...
Is that supposed to mean something to me?
Yeah, that's the first and the middle name. I'm like double a menace.
Chad Kyle.
Yeah, I'm a double menace. And you know what? No. It's a first and last name. You know what? He's such a piece of shit. He doesn't even have a middle name.
You know for 100% fact Chad Kyle has his last name on his shoulder blades. Across the back. Like a jersey.
I bet you we have so many viewers named Chad, so many named Kyle, and so many with their last name tattooed across their back. We're gonna get in so much trouble for this one.
Okay, so let's talk about something that we've been noticing.
Yeah, something very interesting.
Funko social media. Can you let me finish what I'm saying?
I didn't know you were finishing.
Did you hear it?
Do it again.
I'm doing it again. Here we go. Something that we've noticed. Funko social media.
We've already talked about this. We know that everyone was let go or whatever.
No, we talked about that.
And they were replaced by puppets.
Replaced by puppets, yes. But something recent happened that makes me wonder, are the wheels turning over at Funko and they're doing some experiments? Because you got the puppets, but then we had a couple living beings come on.
Living beings?
Living beings. Was it Peyton?
Yes, Peyton and Hillary.
And Hillary. Hillary, by the way, old school. Brought her back.
Yeah, we haven't seen her in a while.
Been a little while.
And as far as I know, she had been working for Funko, just elsewhere.
Oh.
And that's just what I've heard. I don't know that for fact.
Well, who'd you hear it from?
A few people.
You know people?
A couple, yeah.
You're getting intel?
I mean, I wouldn't call it intel. I would just say, like, word on the streets.
Okay, based off your intel, does Funko love us or hate us right now?
Oh, they f***ing hate us.
You know that for a fact?
Yes.
They hate us?
Oh, yeah. They said f*** the Gastlecast.
Do they hate us because they ain't us?
They don't hate us because they ain't us.
No, ain't us. Like a butthole.
Yeah, I was going to say they hate us.
That's what I was saying.
They ain't us.
Okay, so they're going from puppets to real people again, but guess what?
What?
Back to puppets. I just saw it. They're doing puppets again.
Okay, but are they Hillary and Peyton puppets?
No,
okay,
they are puppets.
But are Hillary and Peyton controlling the puppets?
Now that could be it, but I don't know. Don't do that, it's gross. Stop. Funko tore apart their social media team. Was it the beginning of this year? End of last year?
It was the end of last year, because remember, it was right around the holidays.
Right.
Which was, like, ultra f***ed up.
Right.
Like, if you're gonna let people go, do it like, well before or after the holidays.
One of my friends reached out to me today, and he showed me what one of those Funko social media people, what they posted. It was sad as f***. I felt so bad for them.
I can't imagine being at a company. Social media, you said?
Yeah.
I can't imagine being the face of something and then all of a sudden not, with no explanation. Like, it's weird for you and it's weird for the fans.
Well, they posted this. I know that everything happens for a reason, but what the f***? So that's sad.
That's incredibly sad. It makes me really upset for them, like, not just because we know and love what they brought to Funko, but because they're feeling that way. And I would assume a lot of it has to do with this, because it's such a publicized thing, even though no one's actually, like, come out and said it, but everybody knows. You know what I mean?
Can I tell you my brilliant idea?
What's your brilliant idea?
I think this person should go and do something with Sully. Social media stuff, some Twitch, some Instagram, team up. Have some of these people that we recognize, people that we know, and have them sell themselves along with other people who have been in the same arena as them.
That would be f***ing brilliant.
Well, I'm the one that said it.
Okay, but generally, you're not
Always, bro. Are you kidding me?
This again.
You want to say I'm not brilliant? I don't know if you remember this. I got a Zordon Correction Award, and that's because I changed the Zordon NFT Funko Pop, Heather. We did. I mean, I kind of allow you to be a part of this too, but it's more me. But the point is that we got a Funko Pop changed. If that isn't a sign of brilliance, I don't know what is. By the way, I got this on a t-shirt and a pillowcase. Thanks to our friends, Nick and Rochelle. And
guess what? For my t-shirt, I have a t-shirt of that. They added my name because they know that I'm left out of it, even though it was my idea. So good job.
So, I'm pretty brilliant. Look at all the things I'm doing. Zordon Funko Pop, talking about all of these Funko influencers coming together, banding together, and having their own company.
Getting yourself dressed in the morning. Huge accomplishment. Never thought that I would see that from you.
So Funko social media seems to be a bit of a mess, and I feel like Funko doesn't really know what to do. Like there might be a little bit of confusion there. Like, do we go live action? Do we do some puppets? This is sort of an experimental stage.
But it shouldn't be. The day that Hillary and Peyton were on Funko social media again, we had so many people. I'm talking at least 40 or 50 people sending us direct messages, tagging us, sending us links, whatever. Crazy.
Well, they were saying the puppets no longer reigned over Funko, but they do.
and they were excited to see Hillary
them back.
And Peyton.
Of course.
Yes.
Right. What they need to do is...
Wait.
You don't want to hear my brilliance?
What if they got rid of people so they could make a big comeback? Get people excited?
Yeah, I don't think that at all.
Okay. Well, it was just a thought.
It's possible.
It was a conspiracy theory.
That's good. My brilliant idea is if they did these little live events, they were funny, in your face, and a little bit more adult. Because I feel like we need more mature content from Funko. Prime example.
Cocaine Bear!
Cocaine Bear. It had an 18 plus on it, and people were super amped up, including us. So I think if they start doing more things like that, they're going to please the collector community, because the collector community really is built up of a lot of older collectors.
Absolutely. And I don't think that means being totally raunchy or like cursing or anything.
Or showing your or something.
Yeah, no, it doesn't require that.
Right, you don't go Tommy Leeing or anything.
I mean, if they had Tommy Lee on there, they would have to. I mean, because there's no underwear that can tame that thing. But anyway, I think I've said this before. They need more like Shrek-like humor, where there's adult humor thrown in, but if you're a kid, you don't necessarily understand it. So kids and parents alike can watch it.
You need to watch it together, have fun together, rock on hard. But there's something I really wanted to talk about that I noticed, and I know you noticed, that we had discussions about this, and we decided that we weren't going to really bring it up at the time of it happening because we wanted to see how it would play out.
Yes, and before we get into this conversation, I just want to say the reason that we didn't want to bring it up was because we don't want people to feel like we are upset about this or like we are saying anything negative about
or attacking anybody. Or we're being
realistically, we know, like personally know 3 of the people
that we're about to talk about.
Right. And it's amazing for them. Like, I love that they won.
You're letting the cat out of the bag. We haven't even talked about it yet.
Oh.
Fanatic of the Week. So when Fanatics of the Week are chosen, they get the little picture up on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, and they're shared out that they're the Fanatic of the Week. They get a prize pack, and the Fanatic of the Week is just a person who loves Funko who submits photos and things in order to win. So here are pictures of me and my collection, and whatever. And then they get selected. I guess there's like a pool of people, and then they handpick the people who are going to win. Who knows who's handpicking? We don't know.
It could be the puppets.
There's no way they're handpicking us. But the point I'm making they were picking influencers
4
regularly.
or 5 weeks in a row.
Yes. And a lot of those influencers were like TikTok people. There's a YouTuber in there somewhere, people who are on Instagram, but just people that a lot of Funko collectors who follow the social media stuff, the entertainment, would know who they are.
Yes.
Compounded with all of these things happening, with the hand picking of the fanatics, there was also Top Pops doing his Pops Around the World thing. And so it was all sort of happening at the same time. Odd that it was happening the way that it was. And so it had us thinking, is Funko trying to do something that we had mentioned a long time ago, which was tap into the social media community so they can get more viewers, more people on board with Funko, get more people involved with their social media that they're doing, connect all of this and make it more organic for Funko. And it would grow them along the way, right? More or less, it's the focus of growing them. Hey, your audiences are people who love Funko, so we're going to highlight you, and now your audiences are going to want to watch what we're doing, or follow us on Instagram, follow us on all various social medias, YouTube, and so forth.
Yes, and honestly, when you brought this up to me, like at first, I was like, why are they picking all these influencers? Like, it's fine, they deserve it, because realistically, I would say generally, Funko influencers probably talk more about Funko online than your average collector does. To me, that's brilliant. I mean, not only are they picking like these true collectors and true fans, but like you said, they're also tapping into their audience potentially. Which, I mean, Funko is so big, do they really need that big audience? But for their social media stuff, I've noticed that a lot of times they don't get as much love on their videos and things like they probably should.
They're making money off social media and the amount of views and everything. So they want to boost that up. So by connecting with these influencers, that's one way of doing it. But you're talking about how great it is. So let me be devil's advocate.
Okay.
So my issue is that a lot of people in the Funko community, they want to win this also. They want to become Fanatic of the Week. They want to win the prize packs, which typically includes like protos and things, or the Freddy Funko that they send out, the social media Freddy. They all want to win this stuff too. And if they're watching people on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram winning week after week, it puts a bad taste in your mouth.
Or were people not realizing that Fanatic of the Week is a thing? And are they focusing on the influencer people before your average fan just so the fan base grows, the knowledge is out there? Because if someone just started collecting like 2 months ago, would they know that there's a Fanatic of the Week? But if they started collecting 2 months ago and they're like, oh, I really like Pops, what sort of content is there on TikTok or YouTube? And they follow these people, and then these people are like, oh my god, I want Fanatic of the Week, and then someone searches Fanatic of the Week, then they put their entries in, drawing more attention to Funko.
Influencer of the month.
That is one title Gastlecast will never win, but the good thing is we do have the Zordon Correction Award, and that's
well, you got that. But or influencer of the week, influencer of the month, whatever, it doesn't matter. As long as you can sort of focus on an influencer and say, Top Pops does Funko content, and tell us about your content. Tell us about all the things that you do and how much you love Funko and how many Pops you own, and show us all your pictures of your Pops and show us everything, right? So you hand all that over to them and your information, and then they share it, which gives you love, gives them love, and your audience then loves the marriage of both things. You see?
Yeah.
Them selecting an influencer every other time.
It was pretty much every time.
For a while. I understand where you're going with that. Like, it's going to maybe make it more popular.
The
contest more popular. Totally understand that, 100%. But I think it's a turnoff. A lot of people in the community, I saw a lot of comments. People are like, why are they picking another influencer again? Influencer. How about the real people?
Rigged.
And rigged. I'm in complete agreement with that, because it does overall look kind of bad. If you have an influencer and then another influencer winning back to back, that's not good. It's putting out a kind of a bad notion. It's almost
for
like
your average collector, I think.
It's like you must have followers in order for us to choose you as a winner.
I understand that.
So I find that to be an issue. I think that they should separate the two. And I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm putting out way too many brilliant things right now. And I'm afraid that Funko is going to take them all. They always take all my ideas and they use them. And
they abuse them.
I get no love, And then I hear on the other side they're hating me because I'm over here telling the truth, because that's what I do best.
But then they're taking your ideas.
I even got part of the community mad at me. I got the flippers mad at me for a while. You just never know what's going to happen here.
Well, I think they're mad at me because I was the one that said the thing that started the thing.
It's fine, Heather. We're all part of this big, happy, you Funko community.
See, we don't see the applications, so we don't know what all they put on the applications. Are these people saying I'm a Funko influencer, or is Funko seeing their pictures and hearing their story and saying, wow, this person really seems to love Funko, or, oh man, I really like that person's picture, so let's pick them.
Let's be honest.
Or is it completely random? Without knowing how Funko chooses people and what is said in the applications, we are sort of assuming that Funko knows that they are influencers.
They do. Come on. Don't be silly.
I'm not being silly.
This is a calculated maneuver, Heather, and you know it. They're selecting people because they know they're influencers. It is crap to think otherwise, because just watching how it was playing out, Top Pops is popping up, and nothing against any of these people who won, Top Pops, no one, nothing against them. I'm saying the way that Funko is operating, or was operating, isn't good. And now, this week, they actually selected somebody that we know, who's really great, and congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations for winning Fanatic of the Week. That's amazing. Not an influencer, but they take fantastic photos. I gotta say that. Maybe they're turning it into an influencer now. Maybe Funko is now growing influencers. They're like, oh my gosh, she takes great pictures. We must build her into one of our own. Right? That might be what's happening. I don't know.
She does take beautiful pictures.
She does take beautiful pictures. But anything could be happening right now in the Funko universe. I think that you asked the question. Mm-hmm. Who is choosing these people? Is it completely random? And the answer to that is no. There are people on the other side that know everything that's going on. Everything. And they're paying attention and keeping up with stuff. And how do we know that? Because we've heard from the inside of Funko, people are talking about us. Our name has gone around. And I believe our name has already floated all the way to the top. Big old B probably knows who the we are right now. And not for good reason. Like, not good.
Remember when I took my Brian Mariotti and Mike Becker Funko Pop to NYCC in order to possibly get signed if I ran into them?
Yeah.
Never happening. Never.
You mean he'll never sign it?
No. He'll probably spit on it.
So Funko's social media is kind of erratic. I don't know what's going on with it. I'm hoping that they can get something going like they used to. Yeah. When Sully was on there, it was great. We've talked about this a dozen times, so I'm not going to reiterate. But I would like to see them take that social media thing and turn it into something great, something that the fan base will love. How about this? Want to hear me out for a second? How about a character like an Elvira sort of character? Not Elvira herself, but somebody like that, who is super, super into fandoms. Like, you might have somebody that's a horror guy. He's specifically horror. We're not talking about going and hand-picking people on YouTube or TikTok. Just bring somebody in who is a total fan. We may not even know who the f he is. He loves horror. He's got, like, what do you call that? The Shadow? Is that called Shadow's Peak?
Widow Peak?
Widow Peak? Haircut?
So he looks sort of like a vampire?
Yes! Oh, yeah. And he's always wearing, like, velvet. He comes in, he's got, sometimes might even have fangs in, a little bit of blood. You know, I don't know. I'm just saying.
A Marvel guy, a DC guy, an anime guy.
Right?
Disney, etc.
Sure.
During con drops, they have all these people gathered around, and they all talk about their fandom.
From your and my lips to God's ears, Heather. Yes. Yes and yes. But I specifically think they need to bring a horror guy out and sort of do like a horror thing like Elvira, because I think that would be super fun.
Yeah, people would like that. I feel like Mike Becker is sort of like the guy. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he could play different roles very well, and I love seeing his characters. He always does that, like, guy with sort of the mullet.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fun.
He does Gator.
Then we saw him at Fright Night, and he was sort of like a mad scientist, and that was a lot of fun. Like, they need characters like that are just wacky and goofy, and that don't give a f*** what people think.
No,
and it's like super nerdy
and
super fun.
Yeah. But we can't have Mike Becker. No Mike Becker. Mike Becker has to do his own thing, but somebody like that.
A character like him.
Yeah, sure. No, I'm on board with that.
I'm admiring him and what he does.
Right. So let's boost the social media aspect and make it fun. Because we just talked about TargetCon coming and going. Imagine somebody is on their social media making TargetCon fun. Yeah, think about that.
TargetCon wasn't.
Guys dressed up like Spider-Man swinging around. Just have fun.
I picture him on a wrecking ball like Miley Cyrus.
Sure, why not? No, I mean, but we got to bring fun back. And, you know, if Funko just gave us a call. I mean, if they just sat down with me for an hour, I give them 1 hour. sit down, talk to me. I could lay out all of my plans of how we could get this thing rolling. Social media wise, we have like no subscribers, and I'm telling them how to roll out their social media. That's the favorite part. But I'll roll this out, and we'll make them popular. We'll make it huge.
We calling in Tommy Lee or what?
Oh, we're calling in Tommy Lee.
Really?
Oh, unsheathed.
Can I call him?
Oh, no. Hey. Okay, so that's the social media thing.
Okay.
Okay, we have that we're putting that over here now. Social media's done. Fanatic of the Week. I think that they should do what we had mentioned before. They do like the influencer of the month or week or whatever. Highlight somebody, kind of show them off and help them. Sort of marries them with Funko a bit. Maybe they can work with Funko in the future doing stuff, right? As long as they sign like a waiver saying, hey, I will follow your guidelines, Funko. I'll make a video and I'll post it. It'll be in conjunction with Funko. And also, Fanatics of the Week, you could mix in influencers as well, but don't do it so often if that's what we're going to do.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, now that you've said it, I really think it was it was calculated. And I think it was well-deserved, because these are people that put out Funko content constantly. Like you said, to fans that aren't on social media influencing people, right?
Right.
It might look a bit odd. So I think that you're definitely right about spreading it out.
You think?
I know that you're definitely right about spreading it out.
I'm always right.
But I think that their goal is to build their social media. And I feel like that's probably happened a little bit.
Some people have labeled me a marketing genius.
Yeah, nobody has.
No, there have been people who have done that. You want me to name names? Okay. That's fine. If you're going to make me do this in front of the camera. This is embarrassing, by the way. I shouldn't have to do this. My mom. Okay?
Oh, I already knew that.
My grandmom.
Whoa.
My aunt.
Really?
My dad.
Wow.
Yeah. Your grandmother loves me.
She never said that.
Yes, she did.
She said she loves you, but she never said you're a marketing genius. She called you a gene ass.
I just want somebody to call me a gene ass now. All right, so that's what I think. That's what I'm thinking.
That is like when you're in 3rd grade and you first learn how to write an essay.
That's how I end it. That's
what I think. Okay, bye.
Oh, yeah. I mean, but I think all the things I brought up tonight in this video are brilliant.
I think this would make Funko cool. Funko would be more awesomer if they took my suggestions. Funko could be great if they listened to me. That is what I think.
Do you think that Funko, you think they feel like too good to ask me for help? You think that's what it might be?
Oh, yeah.
Like they're too good for it?
You know what this phase of Funko reminds me of? It reminds me of puberty. I feel like Funko's going through puberty. Like they're confused. Like things are changing.
Right.
And they don't really know how to adapt to those changes. So they're just doing really odd things.
It reminds me of Fast and Furious 9. So I'm not a fan of Fast and Furious, but I remember the first film, it was about racing. The second film was also about racing. And then by the time we got to like 6, now they're fighting. The racing's sort of gone. We're driving like tanks. And then by number 9, they're in space. In a car.
Were they actually in space?
They were. So I feel like Funko has just completely gone off the rails, and now they're driving Vin Diesel's car in space. That's what I'm thinking. That's where I'm at. And they're bringing out a Fast 10. Can you believe that?
Where are they going to be? Under the ocean?
I don't know. I saw the trailer for it. You know how bad this is? Max is 11, and for a kid his age, watching stuff like that, you're just like, oh, that's amazing. That looks so good.
Oh, yeah, he loves cars.
Oh, it's so much fun. I love cars and everything. We went to see Ant-Man, and that trailer came up. He turned, and he looked at me, and he goes, that is so ridiculous. I can't believe anybody would watch that.
He's so going to watch it.
I don't think no. He said he watched the 9th one. He said, Daddy, I couldn't take it. They were in space now, and I don't like it. I don't know. He said he got bored of the 9th one. And they went to space. All right, so that's our thoughts on Funko social media and Funko Fanatic winning thing, weekly thing. So that's our thoughts on it. We would like to know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Let's get people talking about this. Share this with all of your friends and send it to all your lovers and like watch this as background to when you're doing it.
Nobody wants
Oh, yeah, you want to hear my voice when you're doing it for sure.
This is before they turn on the video. This is after.
In every video, we like to shout out to some of our patrons from Patreon. In this video, we'd like to shout out to Celeste Crawford, Josh Swan, Shane Toner, Nikki Papadop, Frank Gass, Dar Stevie, Marky Tony, Funko Fan 626, Moondoggy 16, and Eddie Hamill. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. We appreciate all of our patrons. You guys rock. That's the end of this video, and we'll be back again tomorrow to talk about all things Funko and Mischief Toys and all sorts of stuff. By the way, if you didn't know, MischiefToys.com has brand new hats. Go buy yourself some. Who makes the hat? The ball cap? New Era
snapbacks, and we have skull caps that are embroidered top notch. It's awesome. MischiefToys.com.
All right, it's that time again. Remember, as always, we hunt together, guys. We'll catch you next time.
Bye.